Hello everyone, welcome to Academia ERP. This is a single sign-on screen of Academia ERP where all of the users, stakeholders, faculty, etc. can log into their system or by using their username and password. Once we log in, we will see the customized or the centralized solution in front of our screen which states administrator system, course management system and placement system. So we will go to administration system where we can actually access the whole system as an administrator. So now starting with the top left part we can say, this is College of Banking and Financial Studies. That means this is the place where we can use your logo as a branding purpose, and you can see the whole type of modules like campus setup, programs and subjects, admission management, academic registration, student information, document management, timetable, so and so. So let's start with the first step, which is admission management, where a student shows his interest to take admission to an institute like College of Banking and Financial Studies. Now, once we explore this admission management, first of all, we will be managing some inquiries. Suppose I want to add any of the inquiry in the system. Suppose a student walks into the college or institution and he or she wants to take admission into the institute. I'll fill out their name like Maria, I have did. The last name is Ashraf, and I will choose her date of birth if I want to, or I can choose directly the campus is she interested in. I will choose the department that she is interested in and the degree that she wants to, or a program level that she wants to pursue. So this is the Master of Business Administration we have choose. So because she wants to complete her MBA. So now what we are doing, we are filling all these general details like country, state, city, mobile number, email address, etc. After that, what we have to do, we just need to submit this. Once this is submitted, this is in the system. Now we can go ahead and we can simply go ahead and search the entire database with that name. Let's go ahead and search that. Now we are searching for Maria by student name. First of all, we'll have to add the application. So what we have to do, we'll have to explore it. Now Maria Ashraf, and all the details are fetched into the system. Now going further, we can make her profile complete by doing all of the details. Just for demo purpose, I'm skipping this step right now by entering her name because of showing the less features to save some time. Now I'm filling all of the details which are related to her alias, the most important details which are needed, that we can say the compulsory details. Once these are fulfilled, we can go ahead and save this application as success. Now we are entering her email address. Once this is done, we will choose the campus that she is interested in, program type, which is full-time, and the program that she is interested in, which is MBA, and we will choose that particular program. Now we will enter the address to complete this application. Alright, suppose if there is an application fee which is just right here, and the application fee tab where we can actually choose if we have to waive off yes or no. We can directly go to her permanent address and we will be selecting as same as above. After submitting the admission form, admission number is generated, which is MBA/539/50. You can print the student details and give it to the student as an admission letter. Now, going back to student profile for checking her details, we are checking by her name as a Maria Ashraf for MBA. So this is Maria Ashraf for MBA. We can actually explore her profile to fill more details. Here all are the details like personal, address, phone number, photo, etc. can be filled. We are checking once again. Now once it is done, all of the details can also be filled along with the visa details and her address, phone number as I told you, qualification, experience, download documents, training, passport, sponsorship, etc. Now we are moving to student ID card printing, starting with the student name, which is Maria, choosing MBA, get student and printing his her ID card. As you can see, her ID card is printed along with the barcode, student ID, program name and validation date. So, once the ID card is generated, now we will proceed with the student enrollment by choosing the student name as Maria Ashraf for MBA. Let's see. So now all of the details are here. We can enroll for a particular semester. As she is fresher, we'll choose the academic year, academic session, year, semester or trimester, and we will click on enroll or submit.
So once the student is enrolled successfully into the system will automatically generate its invoice based on the fee plan that we have selected during the admissions application form. Now we will proceed like how the fee collection can be done for this particular student based on the invoice that we have generated. So now we can check the invoice that has been generated for Maria Ashraf. She can, based on this invoice, she can go ahead to his accounts department where she can go ahead and submit her fees. Also we have got a functionality wherein she can go ahead and submit an online fees as well. So here you can see the invoice that we have generated for Maria Ashraf. Here you can see the invoice number, you can see the name of student for which the invoice has been generated, her roll number, at the same time the course and the semester she is into at this moment. Into the account side you can you would also be able to see there is an EMBA fee that is which includes all the courses that she has opted, that is an MBA 101. The course codes are like MBA 1003, MBA 1005, and their respective fees that needs to be collected by a student. Similarly, there is an account head for a security deposit, and similarly you would be able to see the total amount of 1410 reals. So based on this invoice, student can go ahead and submit its fee. So from the accounting portal, an accountant can go ahead and go to the vouchers entries, wherein he can select the mode of the payment that Maria Ashraf is paying. So at present she is paying via cash, so he can select a cash receipt here. After selecting that, he can also select the respective account heads. From here itself, the accounting heads were EMBA fee, then there was a security deposit that she is also paying, and based on that he can fill in the amount that she is paying to the college at this moment. And also if he wants, he can go ahead and type in the particulars that he needs to type in here. So based on the complete fee that she is submitting, he can go ahead and submit the fees. So once the fee has been submitted, you can see there is the successful notification that has been popped up here. You can also go ahead and print a receipt from the system itself. Here you would be able to see the receipt that we have generated for a particular student named as Maria Ashraf. You can see the receipt number, you can see the date on which she had submitted the fees. Similarly, the multiple accounts had under which she had went ahead and submitted her fees. So now as we have generated this receipt, we first of all need to settle this receipt with reference to the invoice number that we have generated earlier. So in order to settle this particular amount, we need to go to the bill settlement link, wherein you can go ahead and search for the ledger name as in Maria Ashraf. So I'm just selecting Maria Ashraf. Now since her bill is not settled yet, I'll click upon the go button and I would be able to see the invoice number on a left hand side and similarly her receipt number on the right hand side. You can see her balance is 1410 Riyal. Similarly on a receipt also there is 1410 Riyals. So if I click here and here, I would be able to see the balance has now been calculated to 0. This means the complete bill has been settled. If I click upon the submit button, this shows that the bill settlement has been done successfully. So now if I want to see the summarized report of the fees that has been received by an accounting department on this date, I can go ahead and go ahead in the link of ledgers, wherein I can select all the relevant details and click upon the generate button, and I can see that the fees that has been received today. So recently we have collected the fees from Maria Ashraf. So you can see against this particular invoice, and we have collected a fees of 1410 Riyals, and she had submitted the same fees of 1410 Riyals. That shows that her current balance is 0. This means that fee has been collected successfully from this particular student. So once the fees has been collected by the accounts department, now we can move further for the subject enrollment of the student. So in order to do that, we first of all need to select a particular name and a particular academic year in which we need to enroll her. So as soon as we get the details of all the courses which are enrolled in a first semester, we would be able to see the list of all the courses which are available here, like management principles and practices, organizational behavior. So if she decides to enroll in all the courses, she can select all and click upon the enroll button, right? So as soon as she enrolls into it, this means that she has been enrolled into all the courses now. We can generate the provisional registration report, which we can print and give it back to a particular student. So this particular report states that this particular student has applied in this particular subject, and from there we can take a signature of a student and the signature of the advisors and faculty, and once it is done we can submit it back to a particular student. Further to this, we can move further to the section enrollment of a particular student. So here we first of all see all the courses that she has enrolled into, and here you would be able to see the respective sections and the respective faculties of this particular courses. Now here once we click upon the enroll, this means this student is ready to take up the classes. This completes the registration activity of the student. So once the academic registration is completed by the administrative department of the college, the student can start taking up the classes based on the timetable that has been decided by the management, and consecutively you can mark an attendance of the student whether using a biometric machines or by a manually a particular faculty can go ahead and mark an attendance of a student. Now based on the pre-configured examination that has been configured by an examination department, the examination controller can manage the examination for a particular student, and a particular student can appear in this particular examination based on the decided criteria. So as soon as you click upon the manage examination, you can decide for which particular academic year you want to conduct the examination, for which particular academic session you want to conduct the examination, and once you click upon the get examination, you would be able to see the examination which is been configured for this particular academic year and academic session. So now as we have enrolled Maria Ashraf in MBA course, so it comes into the exam name MO15, that is PG, and the registration of this particular examination will start on this particular date and it will end on this particular date, right? So we can directly move ahead and manage the courses for which we are going to take up the examination. Similarly, you can manage the programs. Similarly, you can define like who all particular students will be taking up this examination. So here what I'll do is I'll just simply select a particular subject for which I want to enroll Maria Ashraf, and then from there I can directly enroll her for all the subjects, and I can enroll the students from here itself. So this shows that all the students of this particular academic year and sessions are mapped with the examination that has been configured by the examination department. So now the students are already been mapped for the examination. So for all the mapped students, we can generate the hall tickets. The student would also be able to see the timetable of their examination. Once they appear into the examination, the designated invigilators can mark an attendance of this particular students, and similarly once the examination has been conducted, the faculties can move ahead and start checking up the copies of a particular student, and based on that they can insert the marks of the students into the software. So after the successful completion of the examination, the teachers of their own courses can log into their portal and can further go ahead and give a markings to their students. Or to maintain the confidentiality of the markings, these actions can be performed by the examination department as well. So now as I have selected the relevant filters, I can get the students, and here you would be able to see the student name Maria Ashraf, who had taken an examination for a particular subject named as in quantitative techniques for management. Based on her various different examination conducted for quiz 1, quiz 2, quiz 3, we can a particular faculty can go ahead and fill in the marks here, right? After the filling up the marks, if a particular student was absent, you can check mark on the absent as well. You can give a grace, and if she has used any unfair means, you can mark that as well. So once the marks has been inserted into the system, the examination controller can go ahead and view all the marks that has been provided by a particular faculty to a particular student. So that can be done in this particular link that is all about calculate the student marks. So again I will go ahead and select the relevant fields. Once I select the relevant fields, I would be able to view the complete marks that has been received by a particular student for say Maria Ashraf. After this you would be able to see the complete marks of that she has received, and examination controller can once again verify and calculate and save this particular marks that she has received. He can also finalize this marks, he can also calculate the attendance, and at the same time calculate the attendance marks as well. Once all of these things are done, you can go ahead and release the result of the student. For one last time also, if you want to review the marks that has been achieved by a particular, so from here the examination controller can go ahead and review the mark sheets, review the marks that has been provided by a particular faculty to a students. Based on this they can go ahead and release a particular result for the students. So now as the results are released, a particular student can log into their portal to view the mark sheets of the marks that they have achieved, and at the same time as I have logged in as an administrator at the moment, I am just trying to download a mark sheet for you so that you can understand how a particular mark sheet looks like. So now this is how the mark sheets of Maria Ashraf looks like. These mark sheets can be printed and signed by authorities of the in charge of your examination, and at the same time Maria can also go ahead and log in from their portal, and she can also go ahead and download the same mark sheet for her documentations. Also, point to be noted is we can customize this format based on your own requirements. So in order to give you the exact same look and feel of the mark sheets that you are using at present.
मल्टीपल पीडीएफ तो नहीं खुले हुए हैं?
Similarly, if you want, you can also generate the transcript of a particular student named as Maria Ashraf. So let me just show you how the transcript of this particular student will look alike. You can see the roll number of Maria Ashraf. You can see in which particular subject she is doing a major. It's a Master of Business Administration. You can also see the result of her first semester, since she has only been appeared into the first semester examinations. So that's the reason we are only able to see the result for her first semester only, and all the calculations based on it. As soon as she'll appear more into the examination, you would be able to see the list of all the examinations she has appeared into, and based on that you would be able to see her consolidated GPA accordingly.